Hey guys, so part 5 of the altered can. I took a couple days break from this because I'm feeling a little bit stuck. It's not going as I planned. I've made one of these before, but it's not like I can remember the things that I did to make it. And what's crazy is that it always comes out looking great to me. I'm always happy with the end result, but the process to get to the end is very stressful, trying to make the decisions on how to get to the end, if that makes sense. So, not happy with the browns. I'm really hoping um yeah, I can get some better shading on this tree. And also, it's supposed to be a magical tree, so I was like, why don't I add some color? And I kind of wanted some sparkle. And then I was like, do I really want sparkle? Because, that makes it less real, but then it's a magical tree, and I'm just feeling very conflicted inside about my choices. And I love purple. I was like, oh, it would look good with a little bit of purple, but yeah. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do here. I'm not happy with how dark the umbers. Yes, the umbers were. And it's making the nutmeg brown look even splotchier. So let's just get started. I picked out some truly hideous paintbrushes to use. But it should work fine for dry brushing. I'm not expecting to create a masterwork here. Alright, so I need to decide if I want to add color. And I've got some, I totally got ripped off on this paint. It is water. There's no thickness, but I'm not sure. I guess push comes to shove, I can just paint over everything again. Maybe I should shake it some more. I was shaking it, but it doesn't look very metallic-y. Maybe it does. What color is this supposed to be? Emerald green? Yeah, this is water. I used it to do my dragon skill backgrounds. And I thought I wasn't shaking it enough, but I shook it for a long time. This is just they missed the boat on quality control for that batch, apparently. So, why did I choose that brush? I guess because it's kind of stiff. I've still got the brushes I used last time over here, and I haven't cleaned them. My preferred brushes. I don't know, Cass. So, maybe I should use a bigger brush. I could do green and purple. That kind of looks cool. Oh god, it looks cool. Okay. Let's keep doing this. I'm getting a really dry brush because I do not want like a solid green. Not that this watery ass paint can become solid, but I just want a dusting of green. I thought about using mica powders because that would have been even more pretty, but I didn't want to spray this whole thing with hairspray. We're just going to add some color here. See, I'm not happy with these lighter nutmeg splotches that I can see. And I kind of want to add purple. I've been working on my, ooh, too much green. Too much. Okay, might have to go over that with some brown. Been working on my Starry Night teacup diamond painting for a couple days. And I'm over 2/3 done with that. So I'm super excited about that. And my mom had chosen the next 7 painting for me to do, which happens to be the little doxy that Wendy gave me. So that one is going to be next. I still have to kit that little guy up, and that should be pretty quick. It'll be my very first 20 by 20 that I've ever done. There's too much green on that. Right. Alright, let's add some purple. I've had this Martha Stewart for a very long time. I bought it when I lived at my old house, like over 13 years ago. And I was really excited because I was like, oh, pearlized paint, it's sparkly, I'm gonna buy all the colors. And then I realized just how much varnish is in, like, metallic paints. And so, yeah, I only bought 2 colors, purple and I think I bought a teal. This Martha Stewart one is much thicker than this. Yeah, I have more of this folk art brand. I do not know what happened. I think it was just a bad batch and poor quality control. Because I did not add water to it. I just want to, it's too much purple that I dumped on here. Maybe I should add some back. This bottle has a tiny hole. I'm not worried about color contamination. I'm not mixing too much of the color in there. It'll be fine. Okay. So let's get most of this purple off. I just want her face. Just some purple. And then okay, I'm gonna do something that I might regret. I might regret it. This is the Apple Barrel Nutmeg Brown. I just have to keep painting until it suddenly becomes right. Okay. So I'm not happy with these small, like, nutmeg brown that's peeking through. And so I'm not sure what I'm doing. We'll just see what happens here. Of course, I have purple on my brush, but I'm too lazy to wash stuff out. Actually, that's looking kind of cool. So I just watched the last, I believe is the last episode for Star Trek Discovery. There's so many Star Treks. Star Trek, I believe it's the last episode because in the last episode it showed Michael Burnham is an older mother with an adult grown son. So I'm guessing because they created her, you know, they showed her in a much later part in her life, it's probably going to be the end of the series. And I liked it. I liked the character Michael Burnham. I was really sad when Spock was left behind in the past, you know, when he didn't continue on to further episodes, but you know, too much brown, too much brown. Damn it. Let's cover up some of this green here. Yeah, we'll just get this poop brown all over my hands, but at least it won't wreck my artwork here. Artwork is a bit of a stretch, I know. I just want to cover up some of this green, because some of the spots I put too much green. It's actually coming out really nice, better than... See, I got so scared that I was gonna fuck it up, and then, you know, I'm liking it. I don't know. I'm a very indecisive person, and when I don't know what to do, I just put it aside and then forget about it, but... You know what I need to get is I need to bring over a fine detail brush. Is what I need to do. But I'm really glad that I'm liking the color that I added. It's subtle, but I'm liking it. In this dry brushing the nutmeg brown on top of all the umbers, it really fixed the, well, mostly. It mostly fixed the spotting from the first layer. I don't know how to describe it, but it looks better. I've got a little spot right here that... This is a really terrible plastic brush, but really stiff brushes work super well for dry brushing, because the bristles aren't going to clump together. This is plastic? Yeah, this is a plastic brush. There's just a little bit of white that I'm seeing here. Like I said, the oh, that got really brown. The Cellular clay. I forgot what it was called for a second. Cellular clay is porous, so a lot of times you'll see spots that you've missed the first dozen times you've gone over everything with paint. Let's see if a different brush will work better. There we go. Okay, perfect. A little bit more. So I want her face to stand out more, I think. Being, you know, she's the soul of the magical tree. So I'm just going to try and lighten it very carefully. I don't want it to be stark in contrast with the rest of her. Yeah, this brush is really bent. I'm really rough on brushes. I have so many brushes, but I use them. Even like the really terrible, like, part of it's Bonnie. She gave me like handfuls of brushes. Even the really terrible, like, cheapy, bendy plastic ones that come in the kits with the plastic bristles that don't hold any paint, I actually use those for glue, especially when I'm putting glue onto envelope flops when I'm forced to make an envelope. That's what I use them for. So they do come in use. I also, when I make bows, I have one that I just cut the bristles off and I use the bendy handle to bend the paper. So, if you try hard enough, you can come up with a use for almost anything. I think the next diamond painting I'm gonna do, I've got, Wendy's got her event in September. I'll leave a link to her channel down below so you can go over and support her if you're into diamond painting. See, I think I got it too stark. I don't know. Does it stand out more to you? So she's got an event coming up in September. Change of seasons. Maybe the theme. I don't remember. It has something to do with scenery. But yeah, you can go check that out. So I've got that coming up, but I know I'll finish that Doxy super quick. It's only 20 by 20. I was thinking I'd get started on the Grinch blowing bubblegum in bed because I wanted to give that to my mom as a gift. She's a big Grinch fan. Let's see. I brought this paint over. It's Jane Davenport. I don't know why I bought it. Probably because it was only $1 on Sybil Binders. I like to pretend that I'm an artiste. You know, I like to pretend, but you know, really I'm not. But I was thinking about using the brown on that. But I don't know if I need to. Might be cool to see the texture of that brown though. It's supposed to be for painting faces, so you can change the different skin tones. I don't know if it has a name. It just says Darken Foncer. Wow, that is very thick. Interesting. It could be going bad. I don't know. I don't know. I like the color. Let's see here. Should I do another coat of umber? I know I need to figure out what color I'm going to paint her eyes. And I'm worried her face is too dark. But it looked a little bit too stark when I was heavy-handed with this nutmeg. So that, I don't know, it just looks a little stark for me. And this face has open eyes, so I need to figure out what color I'm going to paint her eyes with my incredibly shaky hands. Yeah, it looks good. I like the metallic hues. She looks pretty. Okay. And into my cup of water. Let me pause while I think about her eyeballs. Okay, so I was going to do gold, but because there's no other gold on the can, I'm against that. I think I'm just going to paint her eyeballs purple. I'm going to see if this paint is still wet. Luckily, I have quite a few fine liner brushes. So, we'll see if my twitchy face and my shaky hands can paint some purple eyeballs onto this magical tree. At least I think. Yeah, it's still a little bit dried up. I can always get into the bottle if I need to. We'll see. Okay. Trying to stay in frame for you. I got a little bit of purple on the bottom of her eye there. Oh good, my cat stopped yowling. Okay, kind of looks like she has glowing eyes. Maybe I'll wash this brush really quick because unlike all my other brushes, I want to protect this brush. So I'm just gonna, I don't want to leave it sitting in the cup of water. This brush actually has a use for me considering I have no talent. Okay. I kind of want to add a little bit of like a blush to her cheeks, if you will. What's my time? 20 minutes. So we're just gonna do a little finger painting. We'll see if this works. It may have dried on my finger too much. Alright. Oh, too much. Oh, too much. Damn it. Okay. Sorry, girl. I'll figure this out. She may have not been destined for blush, is what may have happened. Alright, I'm gonna get some of this water that's filled with paint and glue. Don't scratch at my door! Just gonna... Chance is pissed right now. The problem is, even though she knows better, she's been jumping or finding tiny little holes that she can crawl through and getting into the same area where Dottie is. And Dottie cannot be around other animals because Dottie will eat other animals. Sorry, I was off camera. Just fixing her face. So she's got... You know what would be cool is if there's like just a single gold pupil. Oh, that's a good idea. Okay. I'm gonna pull out the fine liner again. Ooh, that needs to be shaped. I haven't used this one. Let's see if I can get the binder mixed into it real quick. Okay. A drop spilled out of the bottle when I opened it up to see if I had it mixed enough. So we're just going to use that drop. Alright. Let's see if I fuck up your face again. Okay. Gonna do And that's too big of a pupil. I kind of like it though. I don't know. Kind of looks like her eyes are glowing. I don't know. I'm gonna call it good. I kind of like that. So there may be a part 6. This is part 5, right? Or maybe a part 6. Because I think I'm finished with the painting. It didn't turn out terrible. Like, I get in my own way so much. It's not funny. The inside looks like crap, but I don't care. I'm gonna be sticking stuff in the magical cup. But Cass, your name is Cass, right? I have my box of flock. Flock and grass. It's basically the same thing. Oh no, where'd my interesting. Wonder how I did that. Where'd my, there it is. My little brush cover here. Pay a lot of money for these brushes at the thrift store. Alright. So, I kind of regretted, when I was thinking about it, not having some clay, which I could do that, but I don't want to start the whole painting process over again on the bottom. So, I'm not going to do it. But I wish I had, like, built up the clay so that there was, like, a solid, you know, a solid base here. So that I could, because I got some grasses from Temu. And in this bundle, there's actually longer fibers of grass than I previously had. Because before, all I used to have was this is diorama grass. It's very short. It's like flocking powder. It's like fuzz, right? This is longer, so this would work for taller grass, and I wish I had done that, but I think I can still get away with having some taller grass growing right at her feet. Yes, I know they're called roots, but she's magical, she's allowed to have feet. So this grass is really long, which you're probably not going to be able to see it. No, because my camera sucks at focusing on anything, but yeah, so I'll probably use some really, I like this darker green, but and then I'm gonna use my, solid go-to diorama grass to add some magical moss to her magical body, I think. Kind of wish I had painted her lips gold, but I don't want to fuck it up anymore. I like how she turned out, but there's definitely, okay, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna be back, and we're gonna put some fuzz on her. Thanks for watching, if you did, and adios.